11 with our guest host, Death Fetish.
And I'm Maxine Maxwell from the Maxwells with Chris from Fatal Butterfly.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, it's great to be back.
And as you can tell, things are a little different.
Things are a little different. Crash is with me at my house.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
So it's double trouble time.
It is double trouble time. I'll quickly go over our mission statement, and that is to be a part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music.
That's right. So, we, like I said, we have our guest host, Death Fetish, with us tonight. But before we get into talking with those guys, we have a drinking game. Here are the rules. It can be anything you want. It could be an alcoholic beverage, as tonight I'm drinking vodka and Sprite.
As long as you're 21 or older.
I was getting that. We do not condone any underage drinking. So kids, that's soda or water, juice. So you can even have sparkling cider.
Got my water.
But yes, no underage drinking. These are the words that you need to listen for, and every time you hear it, you take a drink. My word is wicked. So anytime you hear somebody say wicked, like that's wicked awesome, you take a drink. Anytime somebody says Maxine's word, which is right on, you take a drink.
Yeah, right on.
Right on. That's wicked awesome. So guys from Death Fetish, what's your guys' word tonight?
Think of a good one, Scotty. Yeah, I know you got one.
Yes, Scotty. Come on, Scotty.
Scotty
no.
Outstanding.
Outstanding. So anytime we use the word outstanding, you take a drink.
Outstandingly right on.
That's wicked awesome.
Right on.
Oh, you guys mess up now.
All right. So, Death Fetish, go ahead and introduce yourselves. Let us know your names and what you play in your band.
Well, I'm Kurt Death Fetish, and I play guitar and sing. And this way over here.
Okay.
Hey.
This is Mike. Mikey's our drummer. And I'm mute.
Drummer.
Playing guitar, I see.
Yes. I did too. I got my guitar.
This is the only guitar we know how to play.
That's my guitar, I know.
He needs right there. That's the one he needs.
Hi, I'm Scott. I play the bass.
That is
Scott.
Yeah.
And
this is J-Dub, John.
Lead guitar.
Lead guitar.
Lead guitar.
Nice.
Nice to see you guys. Nice to meet you guys.
And where are you at? Where are you located?
My house right now, Port Angeles.
Yeah. So they're in Port Angeles and we are in Swim. So we are all on the Olympic Peninsula tonight at 2 different locations, which is the first time we've done this on StreamYard. So it's working out pretty well so far.
So thank you, StreamYard.
Yeah, indeed. This is very cool.
All right. So my first question for Death Fetish is, what does your name mean? Why are you called Death Fetish?
Well, there's a few reasons, but the main reason is because when I was younger, I was a silly guy and hurt myself, ended up in the hospital. When they brought me back to life, my friend standing at my side said, "You have a very much fetish for death, man." And so it was actually the second time I had flatline. And so I thought, why don't we change the perception of the word death and fetish? So my death me and fetish is about life. It's life metal. It's not about dying and death. It's about the energy continuing on, never ending. And fetish is when some people get stuck thinking about only death.
Okay.
So my perception is not to think just about it, but to live. And
as you guys can see, we have a We have a couple things from the Maxwell's band.
Yeah, Max is chiming in online to us.
He says,
Hello,
love the new Death Fetish lineup. And he also says, Kurt, you need to speak louder. So
Okay. How's that? Is that better? I don't know how to turn this microphone up.
yeah, that is better.
That is a lot better. That's cool.
Okay. I just got to crouch right into the computer, but I try not to block everyone else out because
Up close and personal
That's how we like it.
with Death Fetish.
it's really, really neat. I'm glad that Max and Maxine were able to play with us at our first gig together.
Oh, that's awesome. Where was your guys' first gig at?
It was at High Energy Metals, and that was in June. And we played with them there. We played like now it'll be like an every year thing. It's a winter solstice and a summer solstice.
Oh, nice.
And all the businesses come and sponsor us now. So it's pretty cool.
So Max says that that's much better.
Awesome. Thanks, Max.
Well, and Kurt, but
Max in the other room.
yes, he is. But he's watching, making sure all the technology works because he's sort of our tech guy.
That's cool.
Thank God for Max.
No shit, he's saved a lot.
Right on.
And I just had to take Buddy in the other room too because he keeps like trying to like get in the computer because he hears you, Kurt. He's like, I know that guy. So, speaking of knowing Kurt, I just wanted to mention that I've talked about this on other shows. So in some of my first shows, I talked about how, Kurt, you inspired Max and I to keep going with our music career because we were stopping. We were done. We weren't going forward with anything, and we just felt like we were at a dead end, and you talked us into sticking with it, and you got us our first show in Seattle. So our first show in the city was with you. And we just really, really appreciate that because you're one of the reasons why we keep going.
You guys rock. And I
today.
the first time we met, I knew we went to the little tea shop and we met with you guys and Betty was there and I felt like family immediately.
Yeah, it really did.
And I also,
dude, I wouldn't know that. Like, my heart doesn't know that she's not my true sister. I swear.
Oh,
you know what? There's really good people on the planet, and you two are two of them right there.
Aww.
I am very happy for you.
Thank you.
This is really exciting what you're doing.
Well, it is exciting, and think about it. If you would have never talked us into like persevering, I would have never met Crash. So thank you because this is beautiful. So
I just felt fortunate that I was used as a vessel to pass on the tools. That's it.
Aww. And see, you're part of the family too. You're part of this whole movement.
Exactly.
Creating a brother sisterhood.
Yep.
All musicians.
Thank you. I mean, really, thank you.
So yeah, I had to put that out there because this has been something that I've definitely told all of my fans and my viewers that it's a big deal to me that I kept going because last year I almost quit.
It's a big deal for me that you guys kept going.
You know what? And I'm so happy that it came fast. You know, within the year, you went from just barely to get out there. And you guys are out there and you're doing your thing, which is so cool.
Yeah.
And it was so short. It's so cool to take advantage of it.
It was super fun to do that show with you guys at High Energy Metals too. Like they rock and I love the local scene. I was telling Crash earlier about the private gigs we play around here. They're the best. The people are like family. They're sweet. They pay us. Like that doesn't always happen in the city.
Yeah, we don't play small private shows at all ever.
Sometimes you play 2 people at the bar. Sometimes you play 200 or more.
Right.
You never know on the night, and it does. It is kind of a hardcore, like AC said.
And it also depends upon which one of your other friends have a show that night too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, my band can't exactly go up to bats with like Sin Circus.
Well, and we don't always get to see each other's show unless we play together.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how that is.
I do. It's
Yep.
like you're everyone. We're so busy doing what we're doing. And yet
Exactly.
we're so linked. Like that's the coolest thing. Because then
Yeah.
when we do play together, it's like, hey, what's up? You know.
This is a family reunion at that point.
It really is. So, Death Fetish, what is your genre? What do you guys consider yourselves?
Oh, I already have a whole different genre. Life metal.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's about my
Okay,
life
so
and it's pretty metally.
for some of our viewers, what exactly is a life metal? Life metal? Life.
Life metal.
It's it's heavy, but it's not demonic. It's very
Okay.
heavy spoken, hardcore, in your face, but a total straight up message of true and sound experiences. Usually, mostly what I've been through, and then now John, who was with me when we first started, John,
Hi, John.
John
I'd
was
say we're almost like a heavy, heavy blues.
Dude,
Ooh, I like that.
you can rip it up on guitar too. Kudos to you. Like that was awesome to see you guys like Death Fetish feels like complete now.
Yeah.
That's how we feel. I think we smile and have more fun now than years because I started in '89, started Death Fetish in '89. John
That
came
was
on
nice.
board.
Wow, that's a long time, you guys,
They've been in
especially
this
in this
local
industry.
scene. Yeah, local
The
scene.
local scene only accepted country or cover tunes when we started, and I'm serious.
Ooh.
There wasn't even a scene in Seattle yet,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and grunge came in. That opened the
Stole the
door.
show for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it opened it up for us over here on the West Coast, especially.
Mm-hmm.
And now everybody wants original music, and it opened another door for us. Maxie, we're so fortunate because we're in that group of people that's being
See
able to go out and do what we want. No censorship. It's how we want it.
Yeah. Yeah.
the Maxwell's band says, "Hell's yeah,
Max.
Oh yeah, back at you, Max. I had
hell
to
yeah." We like to hear that. That's wicked awesome.
Oh, heck
But
yeah. Oh, yeah. Wicked.
Wicked.
Guys.
Uh,
another thing is I've been able to be in. These guys introduced me into Alex Chandler, who does the videos and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah. Videographer.
And
Yeah.
he did a super good job of my last show, but the drummer really wasn't on that night, and it wasn't Mikey. It wasn't Mikey.
No,
Mikey,
he's the drummer before, yeah.
oh,
So it's not even the same lineup. Like, and what I meant earlier when I said it feels complete, like you guys were always solid, but like I can tell it's, it is better now.
this is the way most of the songs we can play them the way they were meant, rather than playing
Yeah,
somebody else that we've just hired for a show.
right. And you deserve that. You deserve someone that feels your music.
Yeah, J Dub's over here laughing at how many drummers we went through, and it has been a rough ride,
well, here's the thing. So
but we've kept it together no
with
matter
my
what.
band IPK, we live far apart. I live in like Lake Stevens. They live down in Tacoma. It's like an hour and a half drive. So we just kind of get together on the internet and write songs, which isn't easy.
Right.
But we are writing a new song right now called Five Eyes Nation. And
Nice.
the one thing that the guys always tell me is like, you are so easy to work with. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not trying to make this like a hard thing. We click together really nice.
Good chemistry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what it's about.
That's
It's
what
about
they
having
got.
good. Yeah, that was
Death
my
Fetish.
point.
Yeah, they got
Is
that.
they have good chemistry, just
Yep.
like my IPK guys and I. We have good chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lots. Oh, I see a new special little guest in the background back there.
Oh,
My little one, Sydney, and she is
Yeah.
my number one fan. When we do all ages shows, that one rocks out.
she is there all the time. She was at Club Sir with us.
So Max says that you guys have a fuller sound now.
Aw.
Oh man, yeah. You know what happened? These guys allowed me to free up my mind and open my vocals more.
Yeah.
and now I can, and my strumming, you can hear my strumming now. So, which is really my, that's my fine point for the rhythm is the strumming. And I hadn't heard it until I got back together with John and Mike, and don't forget Scotty, because Scotty's been sitting there playing with me almost 20 years.
Scotty.
Yeah.
Scotty,
John.
outstanding.
Ooh, he ties us.
Oh, outstanding.
Outstanding, Scotty.
Drink.
Outstanding. Oh,
I love that word, you guys.
Me too.
We've had some interesting words. This is a good one.
Rooster was also one of my favorites.
Rooster was my favorite, I think.
Oh, and we were playing that one.
We
up.
were. Who would have thought we'd get Rooster in that much?
Oh,
Leave it to us.
it's easier if you're trying.
oh. We didn't even have to. It just Rooster come up.
You know what? Oh, and Maxine, I can't believe that the Coast Guard helicopter did those full
was awesome.
turns around all of us.
I know. That was so cool, you guys.
that
Like,
could never happen if we tried to make it happen.
I know. It was so cool. So, yeah.
And that chopper
that-
pilot was awesome.
It was so cool. So
Yeah.
cool.
To get that on video.
Yeah, we got a couple little shots if you guys want it. We don't have the full.
Yes,
run, but we got
I
a couple
need that.
shots.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll get them to you.
So what happened at the High Energy Metal Show is that we were outside. We were playing for this metal company, and they make and distribute metals, right? Did I explain that?
Welding.
Okay.
Explosive welding.
So like we were outside their shop, we were playing, and it was for, like I said, a company party. There were people there. There was a bonfire. But then the Coast Guard went over us, and they started circling around us and leaning down toward us. And Max even held his guitar up to them, and they were taking pictures of us.
They
Like,
turned sideways and went circled us.
it was so cool. That was like
It was awesome.
one of my coolest moments as a musician so far was that.
That is awesome, huh?
Yeah, you couldn't get that to happen. Yeah.
It wouldn't matter what band, it could be any band out there, and that was, that was publicity. Hello.
Yeah, I was hoping someone got pictures or video or something because we were playing. We didn't have any ability to like
Oh,
film
different.
that or take pictures.
Some are online. We got some for you.
Hey, thank you. Cool.
Yeah, Michelle has some. She says she'll get them to you for sure.
Awesome. Thanks, Michelle.
So when is your guys' next gig together?
us?
together?
Oh gosh. I'm busy with the tour. She's got like a car show this weekend. We don't have one together for a while, but we are trying to get together a Festival of Ladies
Yes.
where a bunch of us ladies from the city who are in rock bands come together and do a whole
Nice.
like a whole day or a 2-day event, but like we're still hashing out the details, trying to find a venue.
Yeah, yeah.
We played a show back in June together. We played the LLS benefit for a Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and all the proceeds went to cancer research and their
Nice, guys. Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool. So that was the last time we played together. We've talked about doing like a musicians hangout tour in the future, like where Fatal Butterfly and the Maxwells go together at different places and hit up bands we interview, even like play a show in their hometown, like I don't know, like we'll see where this all goes.
Yeah, we should
Well,
totally.
I'm hoping to hook you guys up with brothers again too. We're actually, I think we're headlining the Meta Room on. I think we're doing a standalone on Halloween night.
You're
Oh
on
my gosh.
Halloween?
I was just saying how much I want to book a Halloween show.
You want to come out here and do a Halloween show?
Oh man, it is going to be awesome. It is going to be so cool because so many people. I mean, because
I have
it's
songs.
hometown,
Would you like to come out?
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm sure we would come out. Like,
Do you
I
want to
will-
bands?
when they lock us in, I'll get you guys in the door.
Okay.
That's for
Well,
sure.
Giselle, we might have found a Halloween gig. That's cool.
and it's a lock-in.
Well, and we want to do something together really bad.
Yes.
Like
yes.
it just doesn't work because we live far away from each other. like we're hanging out for a couple days, and then we're gonna go to Alleypalooza. Our friend Alicia Hanna, who's also a female drummer in the city. She's trying to get all the female drummers together on Friday night for a group photo at her show, and her like band Suburban Vermin is opening for her other band Digging for Change, so she is playing drums all night.
All night.
Wow.
And she's playing with a broken foot.
Yeah, she's got a broken foot. She's badass, you guys.
That's awesome. That
Yeah.
sounds like when we had two bands, it was the same band, added one more person, and I would drum for the first set. So we'd drum an hour and a half, and then I'd sing for an hour and a half, 2 hours. And we were doing that like back to back where I was losing my voice, but it was so fun. I didn't want to quit, you know? So we just turned the phone up really loud. But I am having so much fun. These guys, we got a demo out. I'm going to send you a demo of what we
do it.
Get a taste of some of the new stuff.
Well, we're trying to figure out how to play music on our show so that we can be, you know, not just a YouTube show, but also a radio show too. So we're still working out all those kinks.
I noticed that they have a link to link up to your Facebook so you can stream straight from your Facebook also and YouTube. But I don't know anything about it yet.
Yeah, we don't know. We tried to do that
But we want to
earlier.
be able to play music on our show.
Yeah.
While doing the interview without it just playing in the background. We want to, you know, our viewers and listeners to actually be able to hear the music.
So basically like almost a link from your show to that whichever one you want to listen to then. Maybe.
Yeah.
Right on.
She snuck that in there.
That's so cool.
Yeah, we're still figuring out the technology with this because, before we were doing Google Hangouts and now we're doing the StreamYard. Last week we tried StreamYard just us to see if it would work, and it worked really well.
It was perfect.
So thanks for being our first guest with StreamYard because it seems to be the way to go.
Thanks for having us on. We're excited.
Of course.
You know, who would have thought? I never thought when I was a kid that we'd even be known the way we are now.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2017, we sold 1,000 albums around the world, which I thought, you know, that's a small number, but for a little guy out here,
that's a big number for us local folks.
Yeah.
Like,
and now I listen to that recording and I'm like, good Lord, I'm like anybody. I'm like, good Lord, no.
So much
Yeah.
Oh, it's true.
I think I'm going to put demo CD on that one.
So I'd like to ask you all about your equipment. Kurt, what do you use for your equipment? What do you play?
Well, I'm playing through my Stealth B52 and my custom cab half stack. And John's playing through my Bugera half stack.
Yeah.
And it's a pretty cool thing.
Run a Les Paul into a wah pedal straight into the amp. And that's basically it. We're pretty. Nothing special.
Yeah, we got rid of all.
Next thing's definitely meat and potatoes. I'm a bells and whistles kind of girl.
See, we got rid of processors. We plugged straight into our amps now. We're going old school.
Oh, you're talking my wrong language there. I'm a drummer, so you got to speak like toms. And
no, you got to hear them. Yeah. Well, we went acoustic. We were all digital.
I'm acoustic.
Acoustic. We love it.
What are we using for a cowbell? The ammo can?
Yeah, we got an ammo shell, a 50 cal shell. And even when we play Whales and Bells, he hits the bell, and I mean it goes bing and rings out. It's pretty cool.
Damn, I kind of want those now.
Yeah.
I have a lot of cowbells. I have like 3 cowbells and a block.
You have a block, yeah.
So kind of going on this like little rodeo.
Well, once you put it in there, though, and then you got to have it, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
I think we'd feel naked without it in Whales and Bells because you got to hear the bell as you picture yourself in the water. And the only thing out there with you is the whales flowing through, and you can hear the bells of a buoy off in the distance.
Oh.
So you're
High pitched bell kind of thingy.
yeah, and you're in your safety shells with the whales and bells, far away from everyone's negativity.
I like that.
I like that too. That's
I really like that.
A lot of them come from around here. The sound, like Feet Planted Sound, is about finding a ground that we're fine with being here, and we love it. So we planted ourselves next to the sound.
There you go.
So it's kind of there's not a lot of lyrics to it, but it's because it's just a straightforward message.
oh, it's beautiful.
I
I,
like that.
love it. Very cool.
Really like
Very
that.
I will
Scott,
say
tell us a
some
little
of
bit
my
about-
biggest fans- You were
Oh,
some of my biggest fans, Maxine and Max. You guys were jumping around, hollering in my face, and that's what it used to be like in the '90s. So
yeah.
yeah, so we were like, "This is awesome." You were talking about giving us or us helping you. You also helped us.
Oh,
And
yes, that's what this is all about.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's what it's all
I
about.
love that.
we
Cool.
were flustered that we couldn't find anybody to hang with.
Oh,
And then all
yeah.
the gigs felt so lonely. We
Yeah.
were doing it was like blah. And then we started hanging out with you guys. We started doing stuff. Everybody got excited, almost like we were little kids again. You know,
Yeah.
we're gonna rock. And
Yeah.
now,
Each other.
We're gonna rock this. We're gonna be rock stars one day.
Yeah. Living the dream.
like my friend says, I want those green M&Ms separated when I get to that limo.
Right?
Man,
I can't
anymore.
remember what band was it. It was like Van Halen or something.
Oh.
That was the band that would do that.
They
like
would be like that.
they have a list of but they want like certain things, and they knew that the promoter or whoever wouldn't read their contract if like they went there and had like green M&Ms in a bowl. M&Ms in a bowl.
They knew their contract was read
I
through.
don't remember.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
That's actually kind of smart.
so I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna have to do something like crazy like that. Like I need a deer head and like melted on an almond butter and something crazy.
I want a Cadillac to show up with steer horns on the front.
Oh my god, great big pink one.
At least we can dream, right?
Yes. So I wanted to ask Scott about his bass. What sort of bass do you jam out on, dude?
For the most part, I play it's a Fender jazz bass, and I run through a PV bass 6 head and a carbon 412 cabinet.
Nice.
That seems to be working pretty good for me right now.
Does the trick.
I also am a bass player, so I play an Ibanez with just a TC electronic bass, a BA 115 amp. It's pretty rocking that.
Yeah. Well, as we found on stage, you don't need a lot of sound when they have a huge PA system.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Just DI that shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Stuff.
I can't even hear my own amp over their stuff half the time. So
I like to have more than enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. I get
That's
you.
a definite bass player response for you right there.
I might have thought it, but didn't say it.
Turn it up.
All the way up. 11.
Right.
Goes to 11.
I don't care if we can't hear you.
All right. So we're both drummers. So we want to geek out with the drummer now.
Drummer's Corner.
Drummer's Corner.
Get in there.
All right. Tell us about your kit.
It's it's mostly mixed up. It's a little of this and a little of that.
Some ammo shells.
Yeah,
Ammo shells, pearl
Nice.
form shit.
Yeah.
Ooh.
it works. It's fun to play on.
Yeah.
He has
What
one
kind of
that's
cymbals do you like?
saw.
I got a really old, I think it's an old jazz snare from an old kit that I used to have like 20 years ago.
Sweet.
Just cheapo bass pedals, I think. I used to have it.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted them back.
Somebody wanted them
Oh
back.
no.
Yeah. It's,
What kind of cymbals do you like?
huh?
What kind of cymbals do you like?
I prefer Zildjians, but playing Sabians,
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, not bad. You know.
they sound good.
Yeah, yeah,
His wife cleaned them all up for me, so they're all nice and shiny.
yeah.
Yeah, we have to put a big thank you out to my wife, by the way, because she's been doing a lot of online stuff
Nice.
and
Hey, Michelle. Ah!
and
Thank you
she's
for
been
the
doing
online
a lot
stuff.
of things that we don't have time. We're so busy.
Right.
So, but we are almost got a 2-hour set now, Maxine. So
Oh my God, you guys go.
yeah, we're rocking.
Yeah, good for you.
Nice.
Well, in these local shows, you can play that long. You know, you can play 2 hours. You don't have to just get on stage, play your half hour, and get off stage. You know.
I know, and those shows are kind of they hurt sometimes.
They
because
do. They're hard, and yeah, they do hurt sometimes.
4 hours to get there, 25 minutes into it, they're going tap
Yep.
tap, you know.
Yep, it's
So
hard.
we've only been shut off one time, and it was at the last show, but it was all they had trouble with the sound.
Oh.
We played no monitors, no
Oh.
no system behind us whatsoever. So we played just out of our amplifiers, and we were curled up like a sardine can. But we did it.
What
Yeah.
venue was this?
So
Yeah, where were you
did
guys
kudos
at?
to these guys. That was at Columbia City Theater
In Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah.
That's where Jimi
That's
Hendrix,
kind of
Janis
disappointing.
Joplin, and who else? Ray Charles. Just
Yeah.
a few people that. So I sweated on stage. I left my mark.
Oh yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, yeah,
It was
cool.
really hot. No doors were open. It was 100 degrees in there, easy.
Oh yeah, it's
You
it's
know?
hot up there on some of those little venues, man. Like
Yeah.
my last show with the tour in Lacey was freaking hot, and none of the fans were pointed toward anyone on stage. They were pointed toward a ventilation system, which I understood because it was a smoking club, so they wanted ventilation. But like I was sweating my ass off, dude. Holy shit.
I would have just begged her, can I have one van?
I tried,
van.
and then the sound guy pointed it like not toward me. Chris like
Oh,
pointed it
Lord.
toward like Max.
Don't they know rock and roll players need fans? We're
Yeah.
Especially drummers.
I'm gonna start packing a fan. I need one, especially in the summer months. Like it's insane.
You
like
get
when we
one of
played
those blowers with weird adjustable.
it warped my drum head when we
Got
played at high
sunburned.
energy. John got sunburned. I mean, that was hot, hotter than I thought it was.
That was hot. Well, we were in between those metal buildings. It just
Oh,
lifted off
yeah,
of that and made
radiated
it even more
heat,
hot.
just
It was
like
You
a chick.
know the sound though. I thought it was gonna bounce off the buildings, but the sound was phenomenal there.
the
You
sound
guys
was awesome.
were awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The sound was great.
that was the first time I could hear Max's guitar clearly. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
This
we were
last
just
gig,
talking about that.
he made sure his guitar was up. This gig too, he did not turn it down, and he sounded phenomenal.
I'm so glad you did not turn. I gotta point with this, and
Max.
it's still backwards.
Ah!
So glad you didn't turn it down. I feel like just backwards, and I'm like, wait, where's the camera?
Yeah, that was a really fun show though. That high energy one, man, hot or not, that was so fun with you guys.
well, you know they would like all of us to return for winter and summer solstices. So
Okay, well,
we're inside.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say.
they're gonna put us inside in the winter.
Yeah, I don't want to play outside again.
We
Now it's too
played outside.
cold.
We played outside on December 23rd. What was it?
21st.
21st. That's right. I remember because I taught that day and I left from the school And I dressed as like Rockstar Maxine for my it was the last school day before winter break. My students saw me in full Rockstar garb. And then I went and I did my acoustic set because like I didn't have enough time to set up my drums when I had to go on stage at 3:30. I got done at work at 3. So like I left and went to go on stage.
So did you just like grab your cajon and just like?
No, I just grabbed a microphone and a shaker, and
nice.
and I was all like Snow Queen now. Like I got this big fur hat and this fur coat, and I was all like done up, like you can like.
We were ready for their acoustic thing, which was cool.
Yeah.
You were all
Oh yeah, we surprised everybody with acoustic. We didn't tell anybody. We just busted it out, and we did like. John freaking loved our White Rabbit. Holy cow! John is like Death Fetish's biggest fan, and his favorite song is White Rabbit. And we did it, and he stood up and like just started dancing.
Oh my god, that's awesome!
Picture John, because John has one. His hip is almost gone. He can barely stand up. But John will follow Death Fetish from where he lives, anywhere we play.
I met him in Seattle or like Club Sir. I don't remember which one. He was probably at both, right?
Yeah. He's only missed a couple shows.
Yeah. So I think I met him I met him at the Fun House. I saw him at Club Sir and hung out with him there. And yeah, he's been at all of your other shows that I've been to, except maybe the Plaid Pig. He wasn't. No, he was there. He was at Plaid Pig.
He was at the Plaid Pig. Yes, he was
there.
Oh, I love the Plaid Pig.
The Plaid Pig, you know that the Sonics were actually founded in that building.
What?
That we played in. Yes, they were founded right there in Tacoma in that building.
So much history there. It's so sad that it closed.
Yeah, but you could see it nowadays it's so competitive. If you look out the door, there's a place playing right across the road, just a block down to your left, just a block down to your right. It's so
that's true.
I feel for those guys.
Yeah. There was that club that had the hip hop bands just 2 doors down from the Plaid Pig the night we played. Yeah.
And they were booming.
Yeah, all the venues are now in Tacoma area.
They are.
Like we are losing all of our area, like all of our venues up in the Seattle area.
Yeah.
Like it's retarded how many venues have been closing down and are scheduled to continue to close down.
Yeah. No, I know it's that's what I'm saying about being happy to be able to play it all. And even those places we played, there are only a couple people. It's still worth it. And
that is true. The Plaid Pig is open. It is open.
So I think if it's Dusty who still owns it. So I had a direct link with Dusty. We didn't have to go through anyone else. So
is that with Plaid Pig?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Max just wrote that the Plaid Pig is opening again. So
yeah, and I'm wondering who it is, if it's Dusty opening it.
I think they might actually be open already.
Oh, cool. Well, that would be good. Cool. I hope, yeah.
Because that whole
I hope they are. They're a cool place.
Very historic building over there.
Yes. So I feel honored. That's the first place I played in Tacoma. That's so cool. Thank you.
The place I wish you could have played was Studio 7. Because Anvil, Dawkins, all these guys had played there just to say, that's why I always wanted to play Studio 7 because all my favorites, that's where I met George Lynch.
So Max says it is Dusty that is still with the Plaid Pig. Yep. Sweet. Yep. Cool.
Sweet. So we got a direct connect.
Yeah, you got to get a hold of him and do another show there, you guys, because you'll blow them away.
I wasn't sure how long it would take us to put the band back together, but it only took less than a month to get almost to a 2-hour set.
Good chemistry, man. Good groove. Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to. I hope that you guys, if we do that show, I hope you guys show up and yell for us.
Of course.
Super exciting. I'm telling you, I'm like, I feel like an antsy little kid, and I'm certainly not a kid. know I did.
All musicians are kids at heart.
We
Yeah.
have to be.
We do. We have to be because we get out there and we got to have that high energy.
We have socks that need rocking and faces that need melting.
exactly.
That's right. We need to do some stomping.
yes.
Some
Yes.
wicked stomping.
Right on.
Doubleheader. I'm gonna have to go get another drink here.
Crouch needs another
That was
drink.
worth double.
She's staying with me, so she can drink as much as she
I don't have
wants
to drive. I don't have to drive.
Well, I don't mind doing the driving, you know. I don't mind. That way the band, after we're done, they can have fun if they want.
See, and that's cool.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Well, we
Those
earned
They
it.
dipped out on me. They were like, "Oh, you're driving. We're gonna go have a drink." Look, literally everybody just dipped out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to drink too?
Yes.
okay, drink making time.
After these commercial messages.
So, Kurt, your next show is when? You said something about the Halloween gig, but where else you guys playing?
That right now, we really haven't tried to set up anything else
Okay.
on purpose because we're making our album right now.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that
And
makes
I don't want. I prefer that people don't hear what it used to be as compared to what it is now, because it's even the booking agents in Nashville and stuff. You know, I told them they're waiting for us though. Isn't that cool? They're very patient. They're fine with this.
that is really super cool.
I didn't know how that was going to go when I swapped over to
Huh.
go back to these guys, but I didn't really go back to them. They came to me. It happened for a reason.
That it's totally meant to be then. Like that's so cool it just organically happened, just like everything else in your music career path. Like you've told me so many stories about you as a musician since you were a kid and all of the things that you've seen and you've done, and it always keeps coming back to you. It never leaves you.
No, it's probably the best therapy on the planet for me, at least.
Yeah.
And what I found, what's really exciting, Maxine, is that other people have told me that it also has been there. Some kids were 2 years old when they first listened to me, are in 30 years old now, and saying
Yeah.
that the first concert they ever saw was me, and that it stuck with them their whole life. And so when we played in town a couple years ago, they all showed up. All those kids that were 2 years old were now 30 and filled the bar. Just packed it. It was the coolest thing ever.
That is cool. You know, I really hope that now that my children are 21, I hope to see them at my shows.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out,
My
kids.
daughter got to see my oldest one got to see my
Hey,
first show 2 years ago.
see, that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was
My
really
kids have been to like my band practices, but they don't know what it's like to like be on stage or, you know, see the setup and what it takes to like get your shit on and off stage. And
that's
so
You get a little more too.
yeah. So I mean, it'd be nice to have my kids come and see what I do, you know.
You know why I've been very fortunate. I went through booking agents that some people don't really necessarily like, and I'm not going to mention names because that's probably not cool. But they put us in touch with all ages shows where my kids and all the kids in my family were able to go, and they had never seen me play before or on stage, like you said. But my little one, she's got it down. If we need help setting up, she could do it.
See, that's cute. Like, I have a 3-year-old granddaughter, and I would like to do an all ages show early enough to where she can at least see, you know, Nani like smashing it out on the drums and just killing it. And just be like, that's my Nani.
Yeah.
You know, I would like to see that. But I don't think there's too many all ages places, venues in not only in the state of Washington, but down in the Centralia, Chehalis, Lewis County area.
Yeah.
So, and we need more all ages places and venues and places that, you know,
Club
Our
Circle
kids will come see
in
us.
Seattle.
A lot of us are parents now.
Yeah, I know, and we want our kids to be able to rock out,
Right.
and just because they say they don't make money, but I bet if a bunch of us got together, kind of like we are doing here as musicians, I bet that we could all come together and find a place where all those permits and stuff can be taken care of through donations. I mean, it's a
Yes.
credit for the kids. They did it for skating. They did it for the skate parks, the swimming.
Yeah,
pools
and the
here.
funny thing is like my generation is the one that kind of like started all of that. Like we would have to petition the city so many times just to get turned down because we're destructive and we're vandals and everything, just because
Yeah.
we wanted a place to skate. Well, if we had a skate park, we wouldn't vandalize the buildings around town because we'd have a place to skate.
Just be skating. Yeah.
Well,
You know, little kids are gonna go see music no matter what. They're gonna get fake IDs. They're gonna be stupid. Why not just have a venue where there's an all ages?
And it's safe for them. you know.
Yes.
because a lot of parents like my wife would go and the kids rock out with her there. It's not like they're want to sneak out. They want to be there with her. They want
Rock stars, we're awesome.
That's a crowd that you would draw too, are the parents who want to bring their kids because they can't find childcare, so they would just bring them,
Here's
like
an example.
for a fun concert with other kids.
And you know those kids were just thinking, oh my God, these guys are rock stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because kids they don't like, to all kids, like the stage is huge no matter how big it is. You could be on a freaking drum riser and that's a huge stage to a little kid, So when they see us adults on there and it still looks kind of big, they think that we are just gods and it's the best feeling in the world.
It is really cool. In fact, I just had a really cool little kid interaction about a month ago here at Walmart. A grandma walked up to me and she said, "Excuse me, my granddaughter and her friend think that they know you somehow." And I was like, "Oh," I introduced myself as Mrs. Maxwell, the art teacher from the high school, and they said no. And I was like, "Maxine Maxwell, drummer of the Maxwells," and they were like, "Yeah." And
Doesn't that feel good?
it does feel good. So they saw me at some private party I've done here and recognized me as a drummer. And then, I passed the grandma my business card, and they, of course, wanted a business card too. So it was so cute to have these little girls like looking up at me like I was like a rock star, like a big deal.
Now, see, they're going to come back, and you never know. They might be playing music themselves now.
Right.
Oh,
Paying it forward.
Paying it
just like
forward.
the little one behind you. I bet one day she's going to be playing
she
some music.
sings.
This one right here,
Yeah.
hmm
she says,
Spinning the dog around in the chair.
her name, but we'll say Maxine. And she says when she sees you, she pulls up your video, either your video or a death fetish video, and she
Aw.
sings and rocks to it.
Oh,
And she's very particular, by the way, already about what she wants to listen to.
well,
Oh, that's good.
last time I hung out with her, she sang Celtic Demon
Oh,
to
yes.
painting. She had both the paintbrushes going in circles, and she was going, ah. I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Everybody sings me that song.
I do the same thing every time I see Maxine. I'm like, paintbrushes going in opposite directions.
I took Crash to where we filmed that video today. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool to show her the spots. You were part of our video shoot for Lady of the Lake. Lady of the Lake movie is,
coming along. They have
coming
the sister.
along. Yeah.
They have the sister casted. I keep
Yeah.
up with that because it's a cool story.
Well, and I got to meet the director and the producer. They came up to Port Angeles. The director is from Port Angeles originally, and they're from Vancouver, Washington now. But I was able to interview them. So eventually when I figure out how to splice my video, hi Zee. When I find out how to splice my video and upload it to our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see me interview the makers of the Lady of the Lake movie.
Speaking of which, I know how you can send it to me. Dropbox.
Dropbox.
Nice.
Dropbox.
Yes. Okay, this is happening.
That's how
I
we
say I'm not tech savvy, and then all of a sudden I just come up with like, oh well, we can do this and we can do that, and I just make sure.
So yeah, Kurt was actually on site when our producer Alex Chandler Chandler Film and Production lost his drone during our first shoot of Too Soon the Lady of the Lake. And Kurt helped. We all went, bushwhacking for this thing over by Marimere Falls and Lake Crescent and could not find it. Kurt went.
We're talking straight up and down cliffs. Dude.
Yeah.
We were hiking it.
It
I
was
lived there when I was a kid. That's why I took these guys. I said,
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Nobody else in it. And there was no buildings, no people, no planes, nothing.
Didn't you guys like even use GPS tracking and still couldn't freaking find it?
Yeah, he has a hunting GPS that they try. Like Alex marked the coordinates of where it could have possibly landed because it was supposed to like read to come back to him via his GPS, but it crashed into a tree.
And
it wouldn't respond, but he got the coordinates, and Kurt tried with his hunting GPS to find it.
Wow.
But it was still really hard to find. I can't believe Alex found it.
He found it. We walked by it probably 100 times.
They went out.
He found it.
Was it in a tree?
In the woods,
It was
and then on a cliff, and it was like only this big.
Oh,
forest ground,
snaky.
and it was black. It
was
a black
come on!
drone.
He should have just white.
But it was white. Well, his wife wanted him to go get a white one. Sorry, Alex threw you under the bus, but she made him get a sleeve for it. So the next time he brought it out, it was orange because he had this sleeve on it. So those of you who do music production and filming, get a really bright colored drone because you never know when it's going to get lost and you don't know where you're going to lose it. So make sure it's bright.
And those things are expensive.
They are expensive.
Don't lose your shit.
But yeah, we had a really good time.
Don't forget Maxine too. She got wrapped up in her rope, and when she went in the water, she almost became the next lady of the lake.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we had actually removed the rope and I was going in. I was filming backward. So I was walking into the water backward with my billowy skirts for the Hallie Ingleworth character. And he was going to reverse the film to make it look all creepy, like The Ring, like Scary Movie like. And when I went in, the undertow pulled my skirts under and the lake sucked me in. Yeah. So yeah, I was almost part of the lake myself. The lake almost claimed me the first time I went in and submerged myself. And then the next few times, because I only did about 3 or 4 more shots because the lake is very cold. It was the end of October. It was cold out. When I got on site to film, it was 32 degrees. It did get up to 50 by the time I went in the lake, but the lake itself is consistently about 38 degrees. And there was a drop. There was a definite drop, and I fell into it. And then the next 3 times, the lake kept pushing me out. So we couldn't quite get the shot we wanted. We got some good shots, but it freaked me out. It scared me. I was scared.
Yeah, that's one of the deepest lakes in the world.
Yeah.
Not just the nation, not just in Washington, but the entire freaking world. It's like the 3rd deepest.
Yeah, they can't find the bottom.
We were fortunate to I lived there when I was a kid. For about 5 years, we lived it. And then we had a cabin there for quite a while. But they would always scare us, telling us about the Lady of the Lake, and that, if you kids travel off too far, you might end up in there too. But kept all us kids at home. That was kind of cruel, though, huh?
Well, Lake Crescent has claimed lives since tribal times. The tribes around here have legends about the fog people that call you into the lake, and there was that vehicle that was lost in the lake in the 1930s. The couple had gone to go get one of those old school washers from Port Angeles, and they were lost in the lake, and they found their vehicle and they took some pretty cool underwater pictures of them a few years ago. And I recently saw those posts, but I saw that it was, I think, 2012 or 13 that they took the pictures.
Right.
And, you know, there's just been so many people. And recently, over the Memorial Day holiday, we lost somebody that was from Federal Way. They still haven't found her. My heart goes out to her family. So sorry about that lake. It's a very mysterious place.
It's cool that you guys brought it back out because it got kind of set back in the off, in the back
Yeah.
for a while. And we always knew that it was real. They have there's a
Yeah.
corner out there called Ambulance Corner.
Where the ambulance went off.
And went off. The guy only had a broken leg, for crying out loud, but they went off and he didn't make it.
Right. None of them did, right?
No, they think the driver made it.
The driver did? Okay.
Jeez.
There's just so many. There's so many stories about this lake. It's just insane.
Yeah.
And so many people
I
that
went
haven't
camping.
been found. They haven't been found.
Man, I've been camping at that lake. I've swam at that lake.
Oh, we've all swam in that lake.
But
I used to swim
I'm
in it
kind of
all the time as a
freaked
kid.
I'm not going back in though.
I'm good.
Uh-uh.
I'm good. I'll fish from the lake.
Oh, we'll fish with you. That's
Aw. It was your fishing hole you took me to film, right?
that's one of them. Yeah.
So because Kurt knows the area, he took us to his fishing hole
Right.
area, which was close to where they found her body anyway. And fishermen found her. And it was really private, it was really secluded. So it was a really nice place to film, and it was really special to have you and your family part of that filming too, Kurt, because I know how much that story impacted your childhood as that scary ghost story around the fire.
I can imagine.
It wasn't made up. It was real,
That
so
too.
that was what really hit home. and that spot I took you to was when I got ran over by a drunk driver and I started to be able to walk again. I would get dropped off out there and just crawl down to the beach where you shot your video.
Yeah.
And I would fish all day and I loved it. And that's one of the things that helped me. And I take my 2 dogs and we'd fish. I'd fish all day.
So you would really crawl down the hill that I crawled up as a zombie.
Yeah. In fact, where you crawled up,
Yeah, that's a bitch of a hill to crawl on. That's hard to do. I was tripping all over stuff. I know, like, behind the scenes, Alex got me all like, oh, falling at the zombie. Oh.
Yeah.
it was so cool. I'm glad you guys did that.
Doing bloopers.
Right.
Well,
when you first shot, it was warm. When
yeah, it was August.
Super warm out.
Then we lost the drone and had to reschedule for October.
And I know living out there, it snowed there one year. It snowed in June.
I believe it. It's cold there.
The top.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
So
Yeah. Scientists believe that there is a glacier under the lake, and that's why it's so cold, and that's why it's able to preserve.
That's probably why it's so deep too.
Right. So that's the theory.
Way through. And it also left landlocked salmon in the lake right next to it that are actually connected underground. Lake Sutherland is full of landlocked salmon we call kokanee.
Oh, that's right.
Right. That's where that beer name comes from, kokanee.
Pretty
Cool.
Makes sense.
That is cool. So, Kurt, it is 8:00. I'm going to have Crash do our Neck of the Woods segment so that we can shout out all the shows that are going on for our friends that connected with us online.
There's not that many. So
It's not going to take too long, but we
No.
understand that it's,
Sometimes it takes a while.
yes.
That's cool, guys. And again, we are glad you.
Oh no, we're not done with you yet. Just
Right.
We are glad you guys have us on here.
we're so glad you guys are on.
We're glad to have you.
Now we're gonna have to rock a show together. That's all. there is
Yes.
We'll just live stream one.
to it.
Yeah, a live stream show.
Oh yeah.
Facebook Live.
Okay, now here's what's going on in your neck of the woods. Mental Tronde Jumbe is playing September 5th at Daryl's Tavern and September 30th at the Central Saloon. So you might want to check them out. We have August 15th, which is
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Don't miss out.
Oh, my God. Why?
So it looks like they have a show at the Valley. It's Come Out Fighting.
Come out fighting,
And
digging for change, and
we can't read your logo. Sorry, other band.
bands, please. We understand metalness and being all awesome, but come on.
We need
We
to read
need to
your
like be able to
name.
read your name to promote your show.
So yeah, really awesome show tomorrow at the Valley. Check out our friends Digging for Change. Allie Hannah is the drummer.
And speaking of more of Allie, this Friday, which Maxine and I will both be attending, is Allie Palooza
Girls
at
Night.
O'Malley's.
Oh yeah.
Digging for Change and Suburban Vermin will be playing, and rumor has it, Grace from Primary Pulse
We'll be there.
will be at that show.
So Grace was on our show as well. I believe it was episode 5, perhaps. So she has been on our show. We had Drummer's Corner with her all night.
Yeah, it
So
was awesome.
check us all out at Alley Palooza, 9 p.m. O'Malley's this Friday.
Yes, we will be on location. Maybe we might even like
Go
Facebook
live or something.
Live or
Yeah,
something.
we'll do that.
We'll do something special.
Yes.
All right, and then Saturday, I am playing a show. I'm actually playing my first car show at the Garfield Street Fair and Car Show. And that is with Cocktail Jazz Collective, my band Fatal Butterfly, Western Spiders, Highway 7 Bluegrass, Chris Jones Band, Kira Michelle, 52 Pickup, Murder of Crows, and 2 Libras. So I'm really excited for that. We have Jared Lane, November 15th at Carco. No idea what city. Well,
Right.
the Barookers are playing with 13 Scars, the Meat Beaters, and Box Cutter at the Jazz Bones on August 28th.
Jazz Bones.
DFI finishes up their tour at Hempfest on the 18th. Open mic at the Red Dog in Maple Valley this Wednesday night. And our friend Glenn Cannon from Window Pane is playing Jazz Bones August 24th with Antihero and Dead Rebel Saints. Amigos Nobles are playing Madison Avenue Pub in Everett 7 to 9 tonight.
I threw him the peace sign.
Oh. And then we are doing Death Over Kelso at the Erebus, and Trojan Swamp Monsters, Ancient Burial, Morbid Fascination, and more are playing that show. Once again, metal bands. You got to make it readable.
We can't read the names, guys.
I can't understand, like, you throw a pile of sticks at me, like, that's my band's name. Okay. I can't
That's how they
help you
came
on
up
that.
with sticks. Wah wah.
But I'm Crash.
Ah.
Our good friend Dogger is on his way to Lexington, Kentucky to Rock an Irish Pub on Friday.
Oh yeah.
Whoop whoop. Black Beat Blue. These guys are amazing. They're playing with Mugly at the filling station August 17th.
That looks cool.
And last but not least, the 3 Ring Circus. And that is with the Maxwells, Debbie Blackout, Hard Circus, Yak Nasty That Nilla, and The Warning, which is a tribute to Black Sabbath.
And that will be Friday, August 23rd at the Royal Bear in Algona, Washington.
Boom. So yeah, so that's what we have for your neck of the woods tonight. So thank you, musicians, for always letting us know what you have coming up.
But don't forget to tell us location, time, and what town you're in so that we can
And
promote.
state.
Yes, state. So that we can
Country.
promote your stuff to the best of our abilities.
Is someone sitting on your lap?
No, it's an optical illusion, but I love it.
What?
I don't know.
Hi guys, welcome back to the show. Who's sitting on whose lap over here? Like, you guys
No, we're
piggybacking over there?
close together that
We're just huddled in.
there's a
We're
little
huddled so that we can be in the
preview
same.
picture
I'm
and you,
just like, wow, he just came and sat in the dude's lap, and he's just like,
we're a close
Hello.
band.
kudos, Scotty, kudos.
Super close.
We're not that.
So I was gonna ask you guys what sort of hey Zini, hi
Number one,
lady. She's so cute. Oh my gosh. Just a cute little button, man. All right. So I was gonna ask you guys what bands inspire you in your sound? What do you guys listen to?
holy mackerel. Probably gonna surprise you, but I love Buddy Rich.
Heck
Really?
yeah.
That's nice. I love Buddy Rich.
My like all-time favorite drummer. I just fell in love. 1974, I watched him on the Muppet Show, and he does a drum off
I've
against
seen
Mark.
remakes because I was only a year old when it came out.
That's
but
cool.
Go online, look on you. It's on.
I
YouTube.
have. He's amazing, and he's just like smacking all over the theater.
Heck yes.
Yeah, he doesn't need double pedals or anything.
No.
He even stopped, and whoever drums Animal was awesome drummer.
Yes,
Yes.
Buddy Rich set him in his place. That's for sure.
Yeah.
agreed.
I've seen this segment actually. I've seen this.
Me too.
Yeah.
Just recently.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
recently.
Oh
I've
my
seen
gosh,
it.
that's so cool.
Well, you
Very-
know, they actually called me the Shredding Muppet the first time I played in Seattle because
Oh,
you
I
couldn't
can
see
see
my face, my hat all the way down, and all you could see was the hair. And
Well, and he's just this big, huge lumberjack with a big beard and is like,
Well,
and then his scream is like raw, like something you've never heard, like from somewhere in there that's like, I don't know, like,
evil, but not.
you know.
yeah, I can't explain. It's just that's just normal too.
Yeah. It's good.
We kind of shocked people with kind of an album we did in '97 though. It's called DF Mellowed, and it was completely acoustic and
Oh,
soft blues, soft rock and roll blues. In fact, some people didn't believe it was me singing.
wow. Huh. Because you were like more blues tone singing.
Well, I went to do a rock and roll album, and
Yeah.
I was missing my daughter, really my oldest one, really
Oh.
bad. And on the way over, I had this, whatever, a song came in my head, and the guy handed me acoustic guitar, a really beautiful Martin, like a really expensive one.
Ooh.
Never played on one that nice before. And he said, "See what you can do." And I started strumming, and I just sang. I didn't know he was recording me.
That's the best kind. That's like when the best stuff comes out is when you're not when you don't know you're being recorded,
Yeah.
and then somebody comes back and they're like, "Oh yeah, I got you recorded." It's like one of the best things you've ever done in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know you were
do the
recorded.
best ever and you didn't push record.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done that.
It's the best when that happens. It is.
So many jams that were just like the best thing I've ever played and have never played that good ever again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, anybody get that? No.
Always. Yeah, it's always like that for us.
I'm like, damn it.
Well, you know, you're asking influences too. I mean, we're blessed. Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Iommi. I'm
Tony
pretty heavy
yeah.
into Tony Iommi, Zach Wild.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can get that from your style, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Very
kind of
cool.
mix all these things, and even the 20s and 30s, I like some swing, and you know, but then metal came out, and when metal came out, I got hooked. And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
metal to me is like blood, and you need it to survive.
Yeah.
Right.
Love the metal. I hear you, dude.
Online used that on their front page. By the way, I said you guys can have it. Cool. So now when you open it up, it says metal is like blood. You need it to survive.
I love that.
It's kept us alive. I think it's what brought us all back together. And
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Not
It does that.
We're not getting any younger, but we've all been through our
You've had more experiences.
life, and to be able to come back. You know how people always say, I've been saying it for years. I've been telling Scott for years. If we had Mike and John, J Dub back in the band, but I got to this point where I was like, but they have their own lives, they have kids, they're doing their things, you know. And then for some reason, you know, this last year, you saw as it was getting hard for me last year, with the drummer
Yeah.
that I was with was a nightmare, and I kept
Oh,
a smile upon my face. I kept our shows. I only had to cancel one show.
oh, nicely done.
Yeah,
Only
they
one
did.
show is that's good.
Pulled
Like,
through great, man. Pulled
Yeah,
through.
so we've actually we were doing pretty steadily a couple of months for quite a while.
Yep.
And then this happened. And now we know that we could fit in with any band on the planet. That's
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
confident we
Yes.
are. So,
big smiles on us. We're like, yeah.
well, and again,
Oh no.
Maxine, you
So-
guys are a huge talk of us here. And I tell them how when no one else really gave me the time of day, you guys got back to me. I
Oh,
didn't
Oh.
reach out to a lot of people because they were just, I knew I couldn't fit in with them.
Oh my gosh, I totally get that. That's how
Yeah.
I felt in it. Like we'd try and nobody
making popcorn.
popcorn. We needed to have popcorn.
Oh my god.
Anyway, yes.
Sorry, it's
Making me
Max
happy
was
with
making
popcorn.
popcorn for us. Yay!
we were just literally talking about like because there's been some Facebook drama going
There's
on.
been some drama in the music world that we are
and it's
in.
that yeah, but we're not in the drama.
No, we just know about it, so we're popping popcorn.
And we're just like sitting back and it's like, let's watch how it goes down.
So shout out to our friend Spider.
Spider in the hall, buddy.
We're having popcorn and drinks with you, friend.
But let's just see how this all
Yep,
plays out.
yep.
Because
No Facebook. Yeah, we get it.
Oh yeah.
oh, you know, the thing is I hate Facebook. I really do.
Yeah.
But it's a great place where I can like
Promote.
do what I do.
Yep.
I promote my shows, whether it be my band shows.
Connect with other
podcast-
musicians.
Yes,
you
I do
know.
a lot of like personal work on there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to like
It itself and the social
I cannot
networking
stand it.
and the social dramas.
I will go through just to see what people are up to, and it's just like drama,
and it's like,
drama, and I'm
ugh.
just like, you know, it's politics, drama, politics, drama,
Ooh.
drama, and so I just turned it off, and I'm like, you know what, like, I'll go on next time I need to promote a show. Like, I don't need to see this stupid. But lately, there's been some good drama that I'm just like, you know what, I really want to see how this plays out.
Shifting from that into another question, like where can we find you guys online? Speaking of social media, where
Yes.
are you at?
We are on Facebook, with Reverb Nation.
You are on Facebook. Where?
Facebook.
Fetish.
Look under my Death Fetish or Life Metal.
Oh,
Okay.
Live Metal, maybe.
Okay.
Because I tried looking you guys up just the other day ago.
Well, I think I'm only friends with you guys like personally. Like,
Yeah, if you go to my personal profile, it will link you.
oh,
to
I liked it. I'm liking it. I'm following it. Here it is.
I just found it.
Heck yeah, we got you.
Yeah, our music's on Spotify and Amazon and all those.
I wonder if it wouldn't come up
I
like
don't know. It's weird.
the other night. That's
We got it.
The new videos on there are the only two that we have with the new 4 guys.
Okay.
So,
okay.
But those
Yay!
are there.
Cool, I'll check it out.
Thank you, Max. Love you.
Max is the greatest
Rock.
ever. Buddy's over here like,
But he's
Oh,
like,
you got
ooh,
some popcorn?
You just mentioned it online, and it let me try that. I would like some popcorn. Thank you.
No, no,
Thank you.
Close to
Okay,
get.
I have a peanut.
I have a peanut.
I have
it
M&Ms.
tastes really good. Popcorn made with bacon fat. Or cooking bacon
You know what,
fat.
you guys? It's 8:15ish. I'm gonna go into music news. I don't really have that much, so I'll be back to interview questions in just a moment.
Okay.
Let's see, I gotta find my page. I've got a journal here now.
Oh, that was so weird. It looked like my arm was like trying to reach for something. I was like, what am I doing?
All right, this week in music news.
Oh.
Alanis Morissette, who I have a soft spot in my heart for. I love Alanis. I knew every word to Jagged Little Pill back in the 90s. She welcomed her third baby, a boy. His name is Winter Mercy, and that was on Monday, August 8th.
I didn't even know she had any kids, let alone her third child.
Yeah, same with the same guy too. She's been with this hip hop guy. I forget his name, but like they've been together. They've had kids. They're a happy family. Like I love it. Kudos out to
Good for her.
Alanis, man. Good for you. Rock that baby mama stuff. On metalinjection.net, Mudvayne vocalist Chad Gray commented on a possibility of Mudvayne reunion.
What?
So they broke up back in 2010, but for us, Mudvayne fans, like this could possibly be something, and this would be really amazing if they got back together for another album and another tour. The other band members were very cryptic with how they felt about it and they didn't deny a reunion. They didn't deny doing a project together. So we'll see what the future holds for Mudvayne. Tool became the first act to have all top 10 rock digital songs as of recently. In a recent interview with Joe Rogan, Tool vocalist Maynard Ken James discussed releasing a Tool album, or all the Tool albums, online, and release their band's music digitally for the very first time. Tool fans are able to stream them finally. So like we've been streaming Tool every day since we have been able to. So thank you, Tool. We love you.
And Jason Venice, I know how much you just love Tool. So definitely make sure you hit that up.
Hit up that Tool online.
He really hates Tool.
Cheers. I love Tool. So you know what?
That's why I told me it up online. I know how much you love them.
That's funny.
So,
all right, guys. So what is your favorite way to listen to music? I prefer vinyl, and I also prefer like regular old CDs. So how do you listen to your music?
I like to troll the Goodwill CD rack and look for Yeah, I don't like to buy anything new, but I'll, if there's a good one sitting on the rack at Goodwill, I'll pick it up.
A lot of Spotify.
Yeah, I think Pandora is always good.
Spotify.
digital.
These guys just tell me apparently we're on Spotify, so that's news to me.
So in 10 years, you can actually make like a penny.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, right.
Like that.
Ending.
You get like a tenth of a penny every time somebody listens to your
Streams
stuff.
you, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe in like 20 years you might be able to get like $5.
Yeah, you know how it goes.
Welcome to the music industry.
We're
rock stars. We make so much money.
On our second million, we gave up on our first.
Yeah, right. And then we spend that. We spend $1 million to keep it up.
They're just trying to get back.
Yeah, I know.
CDs
Yeah.
are dying off. Not a lot of people buying CDs anymore.
Because everything went digital.
That's been a topic on many of our shows about how CDs are.
But
dropping
digital
off.
doesn't pay out like old CDs do.
Right.
Yeah.
So musicians are once again caught in the crossfire of like supply and demand.
Yeah, totally.
Is what it really comes down to.
Well, we've been hearing from bands that their albums, like their CDs at shows, are having a hard time selling because people are trying to find you online. Max and I came up with a remastered version of our EP, and we only sell it as a CD. You can't get it online. We're just trying to like see if that works, and so far people have been buying it.
Make sure that you don't have any music videos with those songs on it either.
Oh, I didn't think of that. That's harder. That's harder than you think. We got a lot of music videos.
If you want to drop a successful album, here are some key terms. Don't play them live. until you're ready to make an album and drop just these 10, 13 songs nobody's heard of. Don't play them live. You need like 2 separate set lists. You need the set list that you're going to play live, and then you need the set list that you're going to record this album. Because if you so happen to be like one of the very few lucky people that actually get like, it's not really a record contract anymore, it's a distribution deal.
Right.
Yeah.
Because any band can go to any studio and make a record, but you need a distribution deal. But distribution companies are only going to handle songs that nobody's ever heard of before, because they want like stuff like breakout stuff, like stuff your fans have never heard, and that so that's what you got to do. So
because they're still in it for the money. Whereas,
oh yeah, of course.
whereas the kind of the neat thing.
How much does it cost to fucking make an album?
Yeah,
Thousands of dollars
what's
sometimes,
I think what's really
depending upon. I mean, a 4-song EP is like a couple $100 easy. Now, if you're making a 13-song like LP, that's a little more money, and distribution companies don't want to like pay for something that everybody's already heard of.
Oh,
So they want like something fresh from you.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
just a little heads up on that. There's weird little secrets in the stupid industry.
But yeah, Scott, you're right. There are some of us that are out there just for the fun and not for the money. A lot of us, like
I play for drink tickets.
we all have played for free at one point, you know.
I still do.
most all of us.
I get paid in lunch on Saturday. I'm pretty stoked on that, actually.
Food is good.
I think most
I get to play an outside car show.
underground or whatever you want to call what bands like us and you other bands like you guys or both of or all of y'all. But no, we're doing this because of the sheer enjoyment of playing music and
Yeah.
entertaining people and trying to change the game of there's no need. There's just not like 30 years ago.
Yeah, we all weeks play music, get together a couple of weeks, and we're all pretty wide out. Get into the studio and jam with them.
Yeah, it's like your group therapy, basically, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's how it is for me too. Like, if I had just a crap day, it feels good to just beat up some drums.
Yeah. I
You
usually
get him over there.
Well, cool. So,
So do you guys have a broken string song? Like if you're guitarist or bassist, which I've never honestly seen a bassist break a string, but I know it does
it
happen.
could happen. Yeah.
I've heard it happening. I've just never personally have ever seen it happen. But you guys have like a special like broken string song.
Yeah, here's what you do. So about 10 seconds into our first song at a show at Club Sir, and my string breaks,
Ooh.
and my string is flying around, and we don't even stop, didn't even slow down. And so what became part of the show was, did you see that guy playing and that string was flying all over the place? It became part of the act.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
So, we've had to play with the neck cracked open one night when I played down at the city pier. It was the neck separated from the bridge, and they separated. And when I would push my fingers down, if I pushed tight enough, I could get it to go and stay in tune. And so we played a complete song like that, even though I knew my fingers. I didn't know why I had to push harder until we stopped playing. And I said, oh my God, it's separated. But
Wow. Too bad you couldn't have like. Too bad you couldn't tune down and just put a capo on it.
oh man, you know, if I would have had one, that might have been an option.
Right?
But not everyone has a capo. Yeah.
I don't have a capo.
We're fortunate that we're always friends.
I use a capo.
We like loaned our cymbal to these kids' band one time.
Ooh.
And it was cool. We enjoyed
Uh-huh.
it because they were like really down and out, and their cymbal was just a piece of junk, all cracked. And
Um,
I said, you know what, guys? I gave them my headliner spot that night for them because I really wanted them to rock.
oh,
And
nice.
it was really cool. I gave it the symbol. We gave them the symbol, and they rocked it. And after the show, I couldn't get out of there. I got surrounded by all their friends and their friends and other friends, and
Aw,
they were hugging the heck out of us.
that's-
And
You can say shit and
okay,
you
okay,
just try not to drop the F-bomb. Try. It's a try.
Try
I'm very unsuccessful with that one.
it.
But I do try.
No. We are trying to at home. We try to say Fraggle Rock or Friffanoogie
Ooh.
or something for the kids, you know.
That's a good
And
one.
then it makes it hard for me to be upset because it's not funny.
That's awesome.
Now that my kids don't, they're adults and don't live at home, I don't really have to like watch my mouth. But now that I'm a grandma, I really want to try to like set an example for my granddaughter.
Yeah.
Cute.
So much harder than I really thought. I'm just like, oh my God.
We were all loggers.
I hope I get the money from the swear jar because
my daughter would
I'm
be
gonna be investing a lot of damn money.
Retirement.
Yeah.
Swear jar.
Totally. Except it's my money. Pretty sure, yeah.
my oldest one. It has the F bomb after about every word. She grew up with me while I was logging and now
Oh,
having to make a grade. That was just our language. We weren't even. It wasn't an attitude. It was just our personalities as loggers. You really are
Right.
like that out there.
Yeah.
You really are.
I have family members that work for Weyerhaeuser as loggers and log truck drivers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Sure. I'd rather rock and roll than do that, but I'm glad that we grew up with hard times, so we can, some of the kids that we played with blow my mind, and they're focused. They're not messed up. They're focused, and
Right.
I've seen that in music where I haven't seen it in other facets.
Right. Yeah. That is
Totally
yeah.
agree. I
Yeah.
totally agree.
I think that this whole campaign to save music is probably so much bigger than all of us even realize right now. In the 70s, punk rock saved music
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
from being censored. Whether people
Bands like
it or
Bad
not.
Brains and, Beastie Boys. Actually, Beastie Boys didn't come until well after Bad
Like
Brains.
the Ramones, maybe.
Ramones.
The Ramones,
Sex Pistols.
Sex Pistols, Black Flag. Black Flag was super inspirational. Henry Rollins was very inspirational. For
Black
me.
Flag.
Yeah. And,
Wow.
and that stuff. I was telling a kid the other day at our show about that, and he said, "Could I?" He stopped us. He said, "Could I record what you just said about punk music saving, punk rock saving music?" And I said,
That's cool.
"Okay." Yeah, because really, if we forget where we came from, we kind of get lost, And-
Right.
Exactly.
We are to pass that torch. We are to influence the younger generation and teach them the history of music.
Yeah, remember at the high energy show, that little kid, the little guy comes up to me. His name was Gunnar.
Gunnar. Oh
And-
my
and
God. I love it. Was his last name Manarnar?
What is
That would have been nice.
Tony's last name?
Gunnar Manarnar.
I think it
But I think it is based on that. But this kid was a little guy who was so inspired, and his dad said, "Can I buy a CD and a shirt?" And I kind of chuckled. And I
Yes.
gave him the CD and gave him the shirt, and the kid said, his dad said, "Well, what do you want for it?" And I looked right at Gunnar and I said, "This is what I want. I want you to pass it on."
Oh,
Music. He said, "I want to sing like you, Kurt. I can't believe that was you."
Oh.
Yeah, that makes me feel good, but maybe influence, but sing like you. And there's
Man,
no
kids can always make us feel like the biggest rock stars, I swear.
Heck yeah.
Just the way they look up at us, like they just have these big stars in their eyes.
Zini, you do
and
that for me. You make me feel like a rock star. Thank you.
Oh, you guys are rock.
They make me feel good.
She's like all shy behind dad.
you know,
No.
I see you.
Cute.
But as Maxie knows, she's only shy for moments.
Yes.
And once she gets to
Comfortable
know
and
it,
so-
I see her skipping around in the background just like Annie.
Oh.
and singing. She's
Uh-huh.
we watched a show called Street Cat named Bob. If you guys want to watch inspirational of somebody who's getting off of stuff and makes good on their life because he makes a cat more important than himself.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's all it took. And it became a #1 seller in 2012. True story. With the actual kitty is in the movie. So
Oh,
Bob,
Oh my
nice.
gosh, I love that. What is it called?
a street cat named Bob. It's on Netflix, but I'm sure it's on other places too.
Oh, I'm gonna check that out.
Oh,
I
yeah.
love cats.
It's on the DVD side. So
Oh, okay.
Okay.
and he does this song at the end, and it does this pitch changes that I'm not even able to do, that Zinni can do perfect and does it all the time.
Oh,
Nice.
cute.
Yeah, you would.
Good for her.
My heart. I can't be the tough dad around her because she just melts me sometimes.
Oh,
It's hard.
I bet.
Being
yes.
a parent is so hard because you have to be the discipliner of your children. And it's hard when what society would think was wrong, but you think is cute, doesn't match. You have to be the guy, bad guy. Like, you can't say that because society says it's bad that you can't run around saying shit when you're 3. I think it's funny
If
too.
you feel about it, they won't either.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think what we found through music too is that sometimes you can say things in music that you can't say if you're just talking to someone, and then
Right.
something that couldn't hear you heard you sing it and says, "I understand what you mean now."
Yeah.
That blows my mind, but I think that's the power of music. So
Yeah.
I totally agree.
and
And,
thank you for it.
oddly enough, a lot of our emotions are mixed or are not mixed, but like incorporated in music.
Mhm.
Yep.
So when we feel music or when we hear music and we get those goosebumps and our hair stands on, and because it's so freaking good,
Yeah.
that means that you are more musically inclined and you are more of an emotional person in general.
Yeah, you got emotional intelligence and you can feed into that part of the music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They have proven
Exactly.
metal and classic music are the same. They both, I mean, extremely
More distortion.
intellectual people that listen to it. And it's not that, like one of our songs, DFX, it's about death fetish itself. And death fetish
Mhm.
is not the horror you dreamed up in your mind. We're just trying to help all of mankind.
I like that. I
Yeah.
love that.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful message.
Yeah, I'm fortunate I've been able to stay real. You know, that I've been able to say now I can't believe, like I said before about feeling like a little kid again. Yeah, because when we rock, I jump. I mean I hurt myself. I
Yeah.
can't,
We're all now. Yeah,
can't sit still. You
When it's
know?
on, it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
when we're
feel you.
all-
And you feel each other as a band. You can feel that connection.
Yes.
Rock,
Yeah.
it's pretty on.
Yeah, even when we're off, the people that were listening said that rocked, you know. So
Well, when we're off, good chemistry, you cover for each other. So
Yes.
nobody knows.
Yeah.
that's it. That's why I told Mikey when he first started playing, I say, you know, don't worry on stage because we're gonna
Pull it off.
we got your back.
Yeah.
Kurt, you told me that when I started playing bigger shows in the city and I was nervous, you were like, you will cover, just keep going. And you were right. Just keep going.
Yeah.
I mess up all the time. all the time, like I'll drop a stick or something will happen, or I just get off beat a little tiny bit. But whatever.
It's human.
We're only human.
I'm not a machine. Yeah,
Right.
I'm not a machine.
Human.
Neil Peart, in his own words, said he never felt alive till he got rid of the metronome. He never
Yes.
felt alive.
I love click track. Yes.
Yes.
I love click tracks, but at the same time, they are the evil devils.
You can't feel it. You want to
Yeah.
feel it.
Your
know?
band can't jive to a freaking metronome.
Yeah.
It is really
And
hard.
actually, like every studio that I've ever recorded at has always taken the click out because they feel that every band has its own natural rhythm.
Yeah.
And they want the person or listeners to feel the natural rhythm of the band, not just tick tock, tick tock. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how Black Sabbath records. They record a lot like we do. The Maxwells, like they record what they have written, and then they expand from that. They layer over it. They take a live version of their song and they build on it because they want it to sound real. They want that human element. There's no click track.
No click track.
Oh, hey, look, Mark and the dog.
Oh,
hey, Mark and the dog.
Hey.
How's it going, pal?
How's it going? Glad you could join us again.
Yes.
Hope you're loving our interview with Death Fetish. We sure are.
Right on.
Outstanding.
Yeah. I love you guys.
Hey, Mark, just because you're tuning in right now, Death Fetish's drinking word for the night is outstanding. And of course, mine is still wicked. Maxine's is still right on. So drink up anytime you hear those words.
And we're already on our second drink, so
yeah.
Woo.
And it's only Wednesday.
It's ladies' night.
About 10 minutes.
Yes.
Max is here.
Even though Max is here, still ladies' night. Because it's ladies'
And he made us
night.
popcorn.
He
Aw.
made us popcorn.
What a good man.
You got it good. Yes.
Yes, I do. She knows. He made us dinner.
Oh my God.
My viewers know I'm not the cook. I'm not the cook. He is.
I have enjoyed Max's dinner also.
Oh, yeah. Kudos to Chef.
One of these days, I'm going to get into a cook-off with Max.
Master Max.
We're going to go like Iron Chef to Iron Chef.
She's pretty good, I hear. Like, I gotta go stay with her and have some of her food.
Oh, man.
So I don't make food. You all got to make food for me. See?
My boyfriend's always like, this is the best food in the world.
You guys are barbecue.
That's right.
Oh,
Like-
I don't barbecue. I don't cook. I don't barbecue. Well, I mean, I barbecue, but I don't cook when I barbecue.
He's owing me one. I'm going to his barbecue.
Ooh, definitely.
He's
Well,
making
Crash, you are more than welcome to come up.
make me food. I will come over.
Okay, so
What is this?
we got challenge accepted from
Oh.
Max. Iron Chef is on.
Tomorrow
That's
night's
Donkey
dinner is
Kong.
going to be amazing.
Ooh.
Did you just challenge him to a cook-off?
Yes. Yes. I challenge him to a time-off. Poor guy's a guitar player.
Okay, you guys, we've got about 20 minutes left of the show. And about this time, I like to ask bands about their personal experiences as musicians. What's like one of your favorite stories about being a musician?
Okay, you guys. Now
Something
I'm
really
gonna
memorable.
let these guys think this one through.
Okay.
Do 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 do
True
do
story.
do and do do do.
So when I was playing with Mike back in 1990, 96 or 97, and we did a show in Clown Bay at what they call the Spring Tavern, which is right on the bluff. I mean, right on the bluff. You walk to the end of the bar and you look out and you're looking down. So we played that night. It was the worst winter storm we had here in ever.
Oh wait, that was 96. That was the
Oh.
last Snowmageddon.
Yes,
bad.
and so we had so we're in Clown Bay. We got a trailer behind a blazer. We rip off a show. They don't want us to leave. We do 3 sets, 3 complete sets. They did not want us to leave.
Oh my goodness.
Uh, so
That's
we so we leave. I have no voice, so I have sang in there. And of course, you know, we've gone out, everyone's been all sharing. So we go out and we leave about 3:00 in the morning. Driving home, it is, you can't see the road. I thought for a minute that I had driven off the road because I did not know
Ooh.
where
you
we
didn't see it.
were. And then I saw a big figure, and it was the biggest figure I had seen.
Was it fucking
It
Bigfoot?
was a tree that had fallen across.
Yeah, me all excited.
No, it was about 40 feet tall on its side. And we pull up to it, and we're like, and no, and everybody else is sellied up, you know, and they wake up and they think that I've driven off the road. And
Were you over by Lake Crescent or over by the Joyce Way?
No, we were down by Clallam Bay, so we were
112.
actually on
Oh, okay.
down the peninsula.
Yeah.
We had to turn around and drive an extra 2 hours to get back around.
Yeah, because you
You
have
have
to
to
go all
go
the way around.
Yep.
Yeah, well, our bass player
Well,
was
that's
in
what
the
they told me
middle.
it was gonna take to get the
Monday.
King, like 2 hours of time. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You're
Whoa.
Well,
like
our bass
for the
player,
ferry.
and he actually came flying through and didn't stop, didn't see the tree. We tried to get a hold of him to tell him not to go that way. He crashed through the tree, and then he
Right.
drove back through
Do
the
it.
tree to get back home. And then he showed up the next night in Swim where we were living to do our next show. So we did 3 shows in a row, but that happened in the middle of them. And so it was
Oh.
and his car burnt. He drove his car to his parking lot, stopped, and it caught fire and burned down.
Oh my god, it caught fire.
Jeez.
Not only that, but the
So he
sheriff
went through a tree, then his car caught fire and burned to the ground.
followed him to his driveway, but because it was on his property, I guess he couldn't do anything because he still showed up the next night to play.
Oh my god.
Dude,
That was the best story yet.
That
That-
deserves a big cheers. Like,
Yes, right on. That's
I'll
a
leave that a few
Your
agencies,
van.
man.
outstanding.
We
we're just
did-
finishing the drink right now.
Finishing this drink right now, you see.
Well, we did a festival 2 years ago in front of Disneyland, Columbia House, Sony. All those guys were there. We got picked out of about 15,000 bands.
Right.
And we were on
Yeah,
our
but
way,
you better say it hat.
we were on our way to the show, and the rental van breaks down.
Just like Popeye.
And so now we're on the side of the road
With all your
with
gear.
all our gear, and everyone's going by and they're giving us the signs. And we're like,
Ah,
we're all happy.
he's
And
like, wait,
the van,
go back.
get there. We made it. Somehow we made it. And then we won the festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, nicely done, guys. That's how you got to do it.
That's another good story. Uh-huh. I knew
You got to go
they
through the
had good
heck.
stories, man. They have good stories.
Well, anyway, that was a
Yeah.
couple good ones that really stick in my mind because that one was probably the one I had set myself up for the most. And at least 70 people followed us from Port Angeles to that.
That's cool.
That's awesome. That's actually a lot of people.
That is.
I think the main reason we won is because there
Like, if anybody ever, like, if I had 70 fans to show up at one of my shows, I'd probably have a heart attack and die because I don't even think I have 70 fans. But
I bet you do. I bet you
She does. She does.
do.
She does.
maybe not in one local area.
You know, that's the thing though. Like, people don't come out to the venues anymore. People people aren't there. It's really hard. Like you pay for your tickets, you pay to play,
You pay for
you
drinks,
play for free,
food.
and then maybe you get a few people to show up.
It's because
Yeah,
it's like,
nobody wants to show up because they have to pay for tickets. And then, you know, once they get
Then
there,
it's drinks,
it's
and
like,
food.
oh, well, do I have to pay for parking,
Mhm.
drinks, food?
Or where will I park? Is there somewhere to park?
Yeah, merchandise. And then
big
it's
thing.
this venues. Well, it's not venues. I can't even blame it on venues.
No, venues are trying.
It's just the whole industry is just a really shitty industry to really be
it's hard.
in.
It's saturated
hard.
right now.
We're never going to be.
There's a
rock star
ton of people trying to make
millionaires,
money off of the musician. The non-musicians are trying to make money off the musicians, and it's frustrating.
Yes.
When someone asked me if I thought that we had already made it, I said absolutely.
Oh,
Anything beyond this would be a bonus to me.
oh, that's cool, dude. That's a beautiful way to look at it.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
the love of music. It's the love of being able to go out and do that for the kids and show them that even though the industry and around us, it's always going to be an up and down thing there.
I totally agree. I totally 100% agree.
Yeah.
People don't realize it, but I flat out turned down Sony 2 years ago. I turned them down flat.
You did.
The first thing they wanted to do was add a female singer. And then they insisted that I have a lead guitarist, which they were okay. They were right. We needed J-Dub back in the band, but not any lead guitars because there's only a couple that we could be family and play.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really wasn't hard for me. They thought I was silly for saying no. I was very quickly to say no as soon as I realized they wanted to change me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is being true to yourself.
And I've heard this happening to a lot of other musicians too.
Right.
Like anytime they get signed to a bigger record company, those bigger record companies, they want to change them. They want them to do things. Oh, well, you need to make a love song. You need to do this. You need to do that. And I'm sorry, but us local musicians, like we find inspiration where we can find inspiration.
Exactly. And we are only who we are. Like that was something that we found out when we started the show. We didn't quite fit with a network because we're two punk rock drummer chicks that can't be put in a box.
We're not podcasters. We're just a
No.
couple musicians wanting to hang out with our musician friends.
That's all we want to do, man. And we don't want to be told what to do, how to do it, and when to do it. We don't want
Yeah.
that.
Mm-mm.
We do it on our accord when we can and how we want.
And how the hell we want.
Mm-hmm.
We can.
Yeah. Don't, yeah.
That's the whole thing. We can. And
Don't
we
put baby in the corner.
They won't put us in a box. That's exactly how I put it to them. I don't want to be put in a box.
Right.
I was in orchestra for 11 years and I loved it. I loved playing viola and violin. I loved it. But
I was a viola player for the Denver Junior Symphony when I was 12. I was first chair.
I
Aw.
was chair of viola and second chair violin. I had 2 jobs.
Nice. Yeah. But that's awesome that you play viola. Because
Kid.
I tell people like, oh yeah, I play viola in there. What's a viola? Well,
Well, you weren't in band.
it's about the size of a violin, but it sounds like a cello.
Yeah.
Well, and something that I always found this show is look at the band nerds that got cool. Like that's who we hang out with.
That's
Like,
who we
were all-
are.
We were all band nerds back in the day, and now we're rock stars.
I was totally an orchestra nerd.
Heck yeah! Here's to you, kids, future generation.
Cheers.
You band people. You're gonna be cool. You are cool.
Yes.
Yep. There's one standing right behind me here that's going to pass the torch. I'm pretty sure of it.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
And you really inspired Scotty's daughter to want to drum too, Maxine.
Oh, that's
Aw.
so
You
sweet.
really put a lot, but you gave her something to fall back on.
It was sweet.
I gotta meet her. I've been meaning to meet her. I've been meaning to come over to Scott's when she's there. So I'm gonna totally do that. So Scott, hit me up when your daughter's around because I'll come meet her.
Okay.
It's a date.
It is a date.
Outstanding.
They
Oh,
his daughter was like a fan for quite a while.
All right, guys. So we got 10 minutes left.
Well, this has been very cool, you
Yeah,
guys.
that's a lot of fun.
We
Oh
thank-
yeah, it's been
we
really fun
thank you
hanging out with you guys. Thank you guys so much. And like I said, it's not really like a talk show like blah, blah, blah. It's
Right.
just we're just a place. We're hanging out. We're just talking shop.
Yeah, it's like what we do at our live events. We get to mingle with other bands and meet them. So this is another way of getting to do that.
It's a way for the world for you to show and tell the world like who you guys are as individuals and as a
Promote
band.
each other, you know, like it's great.
And I think most of us are multi-genre people nowadays. We
Yeah,
Yes.
we really are. Yeah.
the whole box of you got to be one or the other. And I don't mind hip hop. I don't mind rap, but I think that as a whole they kind of took a negative. The mayor of Squimmy or the mayor of Seattle even saying no rap except at certain places like Hard Rock Cafe, as we saw how many cops they think they have to have around there.
The crocodile.
Yeah, it's bad.
And they don't even need one cop. When
Yeah.
we played Brothers Gemini, he said I needed to have security, and I said no, you won't. They're all my buds.
Well, we all watch each other's back.
Yeah.
Yep, it's true. It's true. Brothers Gemini rocked. We played that in Port Angeles. It was awesome. Brothers Gemini, I'll come back anytime. I loved it.
Yeah. Like,
You know what? This us getting Meta Room gig will give Brothers Gemini incentive to hire us back.
Yeah.
It's very competitive between those two places.
yeah.
Miss Bats is gonna make a show. Like my cat's coming in now.
Betsy Boo.
Hi, Miss Bats.
She said hi.
So, what are your future goals, or what are your endeavors that are coming up? What sort of things are we to look for with Death Fetish in the future?
Well, the first initial thing's going to be more local shows to gain back and
Yes.
the people that have been there for a long time for us. Hey, buddy.
As Miss Bats. I miss that.
And then we want to get back at the scene. The ITNS people down in Nashville want to hook us up into colleges, which is where
Nice.
that's one outlet that you don't even have to have a huge draw if you want to play,
Yeah, the college kids they'll want to come check it out,
It's live music. All college kids want to check out live music.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and it won't matter what they listen to, they'll come because if they're rural out there in the middle of nowhere,
they don't really, they're just like, well, we have a live band or nothing.
Yeah.
Right. I saw a lot of live music when I was in college. It was fun. It was fun being in that scene in North Dakota. I mean, Max was in a lot of bands there, so I was in a couple, but it was just really fun. There wasn't a lot to do in North Dakota, so like going out to the venues and seeing the live shows was the best thing.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. Plus, that way the little one and my wife can be there because
there you go. Yes,
family man, it's all about that.
I mean, when she can't go to the 21 and over,
Yeah.
Some people say that's silly, and I'm like, no, I've been rocking a long time. I like it when they're there. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Your biggest fans, your support. It is nice when they're there. And I've been at shows where they're outside, they can't come in and they're right outside in the van, and I go hang out with them, and he's got a lot of support from his family. It's so sweet.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
When I played a show with Disc Champ, the band Disc Champ from Spokane, his name is Ricky, right? Ricky Disc Champ.
I think so, yeah.
So his wife and newborn baby were out in the car. Now this is in Tacoma.
Yeah.
And they're from Spokane.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
With a newborn baby
in the car
during the show. And it was only my band Fatal Butterfly and Disc Champ playing that night. So I felt super bad that his wife just sat out there.
It's hard. It's hard for the families because they can't come in. It's devastating.
Even though like my wife will sit out in the van and it's a little more comfy in the van now than the car was, but still,
I
feel bad for her. But she's so into. Well, Maxine knows my health thing. She wants me to rock until and I mean, I'm not looking forward to it. But if I was holding onto a guitar or a chainsaw the last day and had these two next to me, that would be like That'd be the way to go.
Oh, yeah, and Kurt did have a little bit of a scare earlier this year. It scared us all, and again, like beat death. That's what he does. It's what he always does. He beats it.
Me too.
Mhm.
Me too. I literally just like kicked cancer's ass back in January.
Yep.
I got my clean bill of health. I fought cancer for 2 years. I had stage 2 osteosarcomas.
Good job, Craig.
So it's like kind of like bone cancer, but not bone cancer. It's kind of weird.
Well, isn't it rare too?
Yeah, it's super, super rare. I had to try 3 different kind of chemo treatments. When they cut the tumor out, they couldn't even get all of the borders of it, so they had to put these little like teeny tiny seeds of radiation into what was left in the chemo, and it was horrible. So
She's literally a miracle, people. Like,
when you say you
seriously.
cheat death, like, yeah, I'm with you. I cheated death.
So when they ask you where does it start, do you also say right here?
Yes.
Oh,
Because
And you know what?
it does.
I wanted to quit drumming while I was in my chemo. I just got so exhausted. You know, I was going through chemo once a week, and it was hard to play drums. And, you know, I would try to space out my chemo treatments to where I would be able to recover long enough to be able to play the drums. And I almost gave up. My doctor said, no, 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 no. This is what's saving your life right now. The endorphins and the norepinephrine that your brain is releasing is literally saving your life right now. So if you were to give up, you would die. You would
That's what my
shrivel
dad
up
says to me.
and die.
Still ticking now.
We have a song called "I'm Still Ticking Now."
Still ticking now. I love that song. Yep.
Steer crash onto that song. It's online.
Yeah.
Will do. And Stickman. Freaking love Stickman. Oh my god. I love your stuff, you guys. I love Death Fetish. I sing along to you. I listen to you. When I think about my playlist, it's my friends. I listen to my friends.
That's how I feel too. That's so funny.
And I love you all.
That's funny. That's
and I'm always looking to put more stuff on my freaking friends list.
That's how I met you guys.
List.
You listen to me.
Yes.
Full circle, baby.
Well, we're gonna do that. We're talking about keeping this music together, not just on the peninsula, but everywhere.
Yes.
Yes, everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And it's super awesome because you're the very first Peninsula band that we have had on our show.
That is absolutely besides the Maxwell.
Besides, you know.
Besides the Maxwells, I was almost like,
They're in my neck of the woods, everybody. Oh yeah.
Buddy's here to say goodnight.
We will get in touch with you when it's time to go. We will come and watch one of your guys' shows again too.
Oh, definitely. Like, we're always going to have shows coming up.
Yep.
And let us know when your shows are coming up.
Yeah,
We support that too.
We're really excited about this home. It's funny because we're just a total hometown right now. We haven't even really stretched out and looked through anything yet, but
you will.
Yeah. Well, it seems like Nashville is calling our name.
That's a very good thing. That's a really good thing, you guys. Like, if Nashville's calling your name, you better listen.
And Africa.
Yeah, that's a good boy right there.
Spot on the planet. Did you know that?
What was that?
Africa is the biggest music.
Yes.
World.
Honestly, I did know that. I did not know that.
Yeah. And we met that really cool chick from Skinflint. There's a female drummer from Skinflint. She recently left the band, but we saw her at the Soulfly gig. We stalked her a little bit. We were like, we saw her go to the bathroom. We're like, we're going to the bathroom.
We stalked her in the bathroom. Yep.
We got to meet her.
We did. She comes out of the sun. We're like, hi, how you doing?
We're drummers too.
My name is Crash. What is it? You scare some people, but it's okay.
You guys got us laughing for the night too.
That's good. Great. Well, thank you guys for being on the show tonight.
Yep, it looks like we're out of time.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up. It's just about that time again. So
It's
thank
good
you,
to
Death Fetish, for being on the show.
Death Fetish!
Yeah.
be back.
Maxine.
Now, XLs.
Yeah! Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Bye, Max.
Hey! Woo!
All right, guys.
That's cool.
Are we off air? And